Well, we basically, we ended on kind of a cliffhanger last year where Wilfred essentially doesn't remember who Ryan is, and Ryan discovers that the basement doesn't exist. And so we come out of that with the first episode of the season was this episode where it's sort of a mixture of being either a dream or reality, and we don't quite know what's what. And it has Ryan in a hospital sort of getting mental treatment 4 months after we last saw him. Wilfred's recovering, and we also have these dream sequences with him in some kind of workplace. And ultimately, what we realize at the end of the episode is that the dream was actually the mental institution, and that the reality was that he actually is in the workplace, and it has been a number of months since he saw Wilfred. And he's kind of, what we then realize is that Ryan has been in a place of kind of getting his life back together, and he's probably a little bit healthier because he's actually working in amongst other people, and he's kind of moving forward with his life. And then he sees Wilfred again. So it's interesting. I think Ryan, I would say that Ryan feels like he needs him. That even though he's gotten this job and he's essentially moving forward relatively well in his life, things seem more stable. When he sees Wilfred again in the second episode, he's basically saying that he needs him. I think he feels like, maybe it's a crutch, but I think a part of him feels like even though there's such chaos when Wilfred's in his life, it also helps him, and he does learn things about himself, and he does progress in a very, albeit strange way, he does progress. And I think he needs the companionship, because I sort of feel like he thinks that Wilfred's the only one that understands him. It's interesting. I mean, now that he's had some time with Wilfred to know that Wilfred is manipulative. And so he's starting to see that manipulation ahead of time. And he also is starting to, use Wilfred for his own advantage, for the things that he needs. And I think we'll see a little bit more of that, where Ryan is a little bit more in the driver's seat, less passive and less reactionary, because he knows what Wilfred's all about, and he knows what Wilfred's weaknesses are, because he has them as well, which is weird because it's his own weaknesses.